JosefVStalin, and welcome to my 37th part of Let's Play Empire Total War. And in this part, my two armies have surrounded Alsace-Lorraine and are ready to begin the final siege. However, I'm going to tell you right now that this is not going to be live commentary. I, for some reason, have lost the live commentary because I filmed this like a week ago. I can't seem to remember where I saved it, and it was really unfortunate because it was a very epic battle, and I actually got physically emotional during this battle, and I'm sure you'll see why. But basically what has happened is I have two armies sieging Alsace-Lorraine right now, and one army has been severely weakened from the battle beforehand, and the other army is in perfect health. But the French army is attacking the army that is severely weakened, but it still has 20 units, so therefore I will have a severely weakened army on the battlefield and be unable to reinforce it because it has a full 20 unit cap. And therefore I thought this entire army would be completely annihilated in the course of battle. So it turned out to be quite interesting and quite a fascinating battle, all told. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so here we are outside Alsace-Lorraine, but what I've done is I found this kind of little gap here, this kind of little, I guess, hot gates of my own, and I've set up some spikes and some trenches, hoping to funnel the French forces into this gap. And also, on the other side surrounding me, I've got some more trenches and spikes to try and create a strong defensive barrier. As you can see, most of my units, in fact all of my units, are in pretty rough shape. They're all severely weakened. So I'm trying to pull them all back from the spikes and into this defensive cocoon, waiting for the French to sally out of their fortress and meet me. You can see I was totally hoping that I get hit from one way and one way only. See them all standing behind their trenches, readying for their onslaught. Kind of fiddling with my forces, trying to make the best possible defensive line that I can while waiting for the onslaught. You can see here comes some reinforcements. Right now it's just the general from my reinforcing army. And it looks like the French are sending some units to intercept that general, so I'll have him run around, just wait for the rest of his troops to arrive. But they won't arrive until some of the units here get forced off the battlefield. So that's why I was really worried this little army right here would be overwhelmed. So you see what I'm doing is I'm sending really weak forces. I'm having them withdraw from the battlefield so I can get more powerful ones to come in and hopefully flank around the French forces. But I knew I would win this battle in total, but I didn't know if I would be able to get that one army to survive, because I really didn't want to lose that army because it was extremely powerful, and it had been through a lot. It had seen a lot of death. It had seen a lot of carnage. Here come the French coming out en masse. Quite an epic sight to see. Anyway, I've skipped ahead here till the point where the French start coming on us. You can see some armed citizens are marching right down my canyon. Looks like there's some more line infantry funneling in. I'm being hit by some cannons, however I'm hidden behind these cliffs, so cannons aren't going to do much to phase me. And as you can see, I've also got some cavalry coming in to deal with these cannons as I see fit. From our reinforcements, you can see here, the armed citizens tried to march down the gap and were just crushed, just forced right out without a second's glance. See that for some reason my cavalry is actually losing against the cannons, and I'm pretty sure I was screaming at the screen at this point, like, what the hell are you doing? They're fucking cannons. You should be able to wipe them out. Blah blah blah. You can also see that some of the French are trying to come up above, but I believe that they kind of abandoned that idea. I realized that they couldn't really do that. I pull out my cavalry. I believe I'm going to try and have them come around. But you can see that most of the French did not fall for my actual ploy. They came around the back and attacked my people in the trenches back here. And I said, okay, I'm going to take some troops from the main front and see if I can move them around, wiggle them around to attack the main body of the French infantry from behind. Well, the French are very confused. Don't really know what they're doing. My infantry are doing everything they can to push them back. And I have some of my guys accidentally run into the fray. More guys are coming down my central, attacking my central area there, my heavily fortified area. You can see there's a mass of French infantry descending on me right here. And we're trying to hold the trenches the best we can against this onslaught. Just looking to see how my cavalry are doing. And looks like they're routing, and I'm pretty sure I was also at this point screaming at the screen. And here at this point I'm like, okay, time to bring in the cavalry. Let's have them work their way around. Get the rest of my infantry to come in from behind. And the French are charging down the center. The French are charging down the center against my forces. We have forced some of them back. As always, as soon as they try and charge, I try and move them behind and shoot them in the back. It's a strategy I use a lot, actually, as you can see. And I'm trying to surround these French infantry that are attacking me. I'm trying to outmaneuver them. There go my cavalry. I'm not really sure what was happening. I was accidentally taking some infantry with me, and I didn't mean to. I'm winning in the front, and here you can see in this mess, things do not look good for me at all. My army is trying to force them back, fighting the French pretty bitterly. Fortunately, these troops here, you can see some of my guys are retreating. The French are retreating from the hot gates. I'm just going to call them that from now on. But here you can see it's a total mess. My guys are very battle hardened. They've been in a lot of battles and won them all. This is the most elite army which I own. So these guys aren't pushovers despite their few numbers, and they're not going to go down without a fight. You can see I charged my infantry into the backs of the French. And here I took a big gamble. I was hoping to God that the spikes don't kill my own cavalry. And I'm pretty sure they don't, so I got lucky. I got lucky there. See, I'm reforming my lines at the hot gates for the rest of the next French attack. You can see some of the French flanks are actually wavering. They could not take the pressure. They could not break through my weakened lines to defeat the lines here in a melee charge. They actually could not do it. Here, I'm hoping, please don't kill them, please don't kill them, please don't kill them. Unfortunately, they do make it over. I thought they died at first, but I'm like, oh wait, no, they didn't. All right, go in, finish them. You can see I actually managed to cause a French rout. I actually held their ground against all odds and forced the French out, and forced the French back from my lines. And you can see here come the cavalry to chase them down, make sure that they don't come back. So getting in there. See my cavalry massacring those French. But at the same time, I know I have to pull them back because I can see another group of 120 French infantry coming in. I'm trying to finish the last body of French. Here comes some more French at the hot gates. Fortunately, this is my absolutely strongest position, and behind the trenches, my guys are fairly safe behind those encampments. They'll be okay. And you see I have to pull my cavalry back from attacking the French lines. They got bogged down in fighting a square of French infantry, so I got to take them out. So there's several French units, but most of them have been overwhelmed and killed. Or maybe not overwhelmed, just overpowered, I guess. Maybe the right term.